Dr. Jaffe, you rightly say you're as sweet as you are, and there is no need for added sugar. But what are your thoughts on allulose? And is this a possible option to help in avoiding sugars?
Well, this is in a long line of workalikes that I am skeptical about. This is a sugar derivative. It has some sweetness, but it is meant to be part of whole foods. It is not meant to be isolated and manipulated and processed. So yes, I think you're sweet enough as you are, and you don't need added sugar, including any of these more modern, sexy names that you really don't understand, that have many biochemical consequences that we don't yet fully understand, and I am skeptical about. I have been skeptical about high fructose corn syrup for many decades. I have been skeptical about mannitol, maltitol, and all of these other esoteric sugars. And a scientist has found that if you try to fool Mother Nature, you can get away with it, at least in the short run. But there's not enough evidence for me to recommend that any person use this as a sugar substitute in the diet. Because over the many decades, sugar substitutes have all been proven to have too much harm and too little benefit, even though they looked wonderful in the beginning to fool Mother Nature. I think it's a fool's errand. I understand why people continue to look for these kind of sort of sweeteners, these natural substances that are derivatized sugars. When I look at the biochemistry of this, I am impressed at how many ways this could go that would harm. It will take many years and many, many studies to show. So be skeptical, be careful. If you've never heard of it before, ask, has anyone else looked in detail and objectively? Because as the individual scientist who's advocating for more funding for his research, I would be as strong an advocate for this as possible. So this is not a criticism of the scientist or the science. This is a global comment about using nature's pharmacy and nature's alkaline way to thrive, because we want thriving in the 21st century to be our norm, not just surviving. So I've said clearly that I don't think fooling Mother Nature is a good idea, and especially with regard to this allulose, which has a very unusual sugar moiety quality to it. And I would say, just say no for now.